Hey, I'm Arnie Niekamp from the fully improvised comedy podcast Hello from the Magic Tavern. I'm here with my co-hosts, John the Talking Badger,
Bing Bong,
and Usador the Wizard.
I greet thee, listeners.
Look, I'm trapped in the magical land of Foon, so I started a podcast interviewing elves, unicorns, and other weirdos. We have great guests like Felicia Day, Jason Mantzoukas, Brennan Lee Mulligan, Amy Mann, and so many more.
Oh, and I think one time we interviewed a sentient shoe? I hope it was sentient.
Not to mention the evil people we've had to interview. How I hate evil.
Join us as we bar crawl across the magical land of Foon.
Looking for adventure.
Getting caught up in escapades.
Hello from the Magic Tavern is available right now on your favorite podcast app and ad-free and with lots of bonus content on Patreon. Subscribe to Hello from the Magic Tavern today.
Hello, Eleanor here, and I am here to talk about the wonderful new fiction podcast 2000 and Late. 2000 and Late is a new fiction podcast from the creator of The Bright Sessions. It is a dark comedy that grapples with the havoc of our current moment and tries to find the hope inside of it. The show follows Harper, a 36-year-old nihilist whose life is upended when she's possessed by a demon hell-bent on bringing about the apocalypse. But Harper doesn't want to end the world, and the demon gives her more power than she's ever had in a very long time, so yeah. I'm loving this show. It's sharp and funny, and it's a cathartic release from the anger and impotence I often feel about the dumpster fire of a world we are all living in these days. It's unapologetically angry, surprisingly tender, and deeply entertaining. I think that 2000 and Late is ideal for fans of Fleabag or Killing Eve, Jennifer's Body, Yellow Jackets, Venom. So yeah, let's go create some havoc. Oh, and also, Jeffrey worked on this. Jeffrey is the sound designer, and that's also really cool. So please go check out 2000 and Late wherever you listen to podcasts.
You ready, Queen?
I'm ready when you are.
So I got, it's kind of a joke for our opener.
I would not say you're filling me with confidence right now.
If you've got one, by all means.
No, let's hear it.
Okay. A pod person walks into a bar. He orders the exact drink his human counterpart would have asked for. He consumes it in more or less the same way and socializes a bit. Then he goes home, having completed another day's worth of tasks meant to further his species' as yet completely inscrutable agenda. Observational comedy.
Comedy it's a strong...
Calm yourself.
Someone on the radio said something about the sun going out forever in a month or so. But we all knew the end was near, nothing to be done from here. So I shake my head and off to bed I go.
Hello and welcome to World Gone Wrong.
I'm Malik.
I'm Jamie.
That was great. That was very fluid.
Thank you. We are two roommates living apart for now.
Roommates in spirit, roommates in my heart. Roommates from Craigslist by cruel fate torn apart.
Okay, all of that, yes. And this show is where we process what's been happening lately.
And help you as well, audience, along the way.
This week's topic, as you've no doubt gathered from Malik's, do we call that a joke?
Okay, I don't come to your house and tell you how to research.
Is the pod people. We've decided to try something new this episode.
We're going to bring you some real expertise instead of just flapping our gums.
Not the most flattering description.
Oh, we're gonna. There'll be gum flapping in this one too. Tangents will be explored, laughs will be had, shit will be shot, but if episodes were loaves of bread, this one has a little fiber in it. Nutritional value.
Bran.
Absolutely Bran. Ooh, hey Jamie, if you were a bread, what kind of bread would you be?
Out of the gate with a digression.
Dodging the question much.
I'd say that I've always had a wry sense of humor.
A what?
But I'm not particularly seedy.
Okay. How did I not know you were a pun person?
We look just like everyone else.
That's a great segue to today's topic.
Thank you.
Almost suspiciously great. As if to distract from how you've been giving me shit about my jokes since we started the show, but then you go and drop that in the middle of our podcast.
What kind of bread would you be?
Oh, I think it's obvious.
Yeah?
I'd be a croissant.
You would be a croissant. I was thinking of some type of quick bread, but you nailed it in one.
A little silly, a little fluffy, a little flaky.
Let's just say layered.
Thank you. Oh.
Although, do I point out that calling yourself flaky is also a pun?
No, I mean it literally. I flake. I am disintegrating under pressure like so much puff pastry.
Is everything all right?
It's not. I mean, I don't have anything to...
Because we don't have to do this if you're not...
No, I can do it.
You can, but should you?
I'd honestly rather have the distraction.
Okay. But if you change your mind...
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No, I'm serious. We're not live. Like, we can pull the plug whenever.
And I am telling you, I want to do this.
Don't forget, you can cut this part out, too.
Nah, I'm leaving it in. The audience can know, beneath the pun armor and the snark and the slightly too much enthusiasm about sharks beats the heart of a true friend.
Thank you.
Okay, now do the segment theme song.
Wait, how does this fall to me? I'm not some performing clown.
Which is funny because you and that mime.
Okay, we don't talk about Halloween.
The songs thing, it's in your contract.
I never saw a contract.
Remember when I was passing around Steve's birthday card to sign? The print was extremely fine. Honk, honk, that's your clown nose. Now sing.
Okay, give me a second. Wait, before we do this, I should explain my dad.
Hello and welcome to our new game show, Explain Your Dad. Do, 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 do.
Okay, all right, that's it. That's the intro. Explain your dad.
Okay, dulcet tones.
Okay. In order to understand what's about to happen here, you need to understand that my dad doesn't do anything casually. He's got a job in IT. He literally went door to door in our cul-de-sac, making sure people's hard drives were backed up and their passwords were solid. He got into gardening. He immediately repurposed our backyard. When he reads the paper and a press release comes out toting some new scientific research, he tracks down whatever the scientists actually wrote, reads it, and then frequently he finds the authors and emails them any questions.
He's a better reporter than plenty of actual reporters.
Well, a lot of science reporting is garbage. Not all of it. Some of it is great. But anytime a headline comes out that seems too good or too tidy to be true, look past the PR fluff. Try to find the original study behind it, and if it was an experiment, check the sample size. You'd be surprised how often a paper can't even clear that hurdle. N = 7, what are we even doing here? If someone he loves gets sick, 2 weeks later, my dad is an expert in that illness. He isn't just detail-oriented, he is also incredibly persistent, just tireless about finding out the truth. My childhood doctors did not like him.
Plus, wasn't he already into aliens?
He liked X-Files. He wasn't like a UFO watcher or anything. He wasn't out there with a tin hat and a telescope every night.
Okay, no need to be defensive. The UFO watchers were right.
Maybe, but they were right for the wrong reasons. There still isn't a single substantiated case of a Hetty until...
Hetty?
A human extraterrestrial interaction. And the first one we know of didn't happen until very late January when everything started to get weird. The UFO crowd has been ringing the same bell for what, 70 years? If anything, they slowed the discovery of real-life aliens by making the whole concept ridiculous.
Is that fresh from your dad?
It is. So the segment, as you've no doubt guessed, is that my dad did a bunch of groundwork to find out as much genuine, reliable information as possible about the state of the current extraterrestrial situation and how to be safe. And we are going to share it with you.
We were going to have him as a real-life guest on the show, but then, no joke, he got laryngitis.
Yeah, poor guy can barely wheeze right now.
Which doesn't even seem right. Like, aliens invade, but in the meantime, you can still get the common cold. Independence Day didn't prepare us for this. Will Smith didn't get phlegm, you know? It's like reverse War of the Worlds. Welcome to Earth.
Dad did, however, take extensive notes.
I'm looking at the doc now, and it's 15 pages single-spaced.
My dad loves searching for the truth. He's a little more up in the air about brevity.
Where do we start?
How about the phrase pod people itself?
It's a common expression.
We both use it. I think we both even used it in the show so far. And look, these are space aliens who are replacing and impersonating people we know. It's natural to reach for shorthand, but he's increasingly sure they don't actually grow in pods.
Really?
No pods have ever been found by any reliable source, and the few that have emerged on social media are all hoaxes. For instance, photos of large seed pods from naturally occurring earth plants like the coco de mer.
Who is out there lying about that, and why?
I mean, they might just not know. They're traveling, unfamiliar with native plant life. They find a huge, mysterious to them pod, and then they draw conclusions.
Hey friends, PSA, don't go online and make baseless speculations about the space invaders. Ask a local before you post that pod. We've got enough problems as it is.
Like the space invaders.
Like the space invaders, and Thrune, and Sirens, and
Yeah, you get the picture.
And sometimes Slim.
Here's one paragraph Dad underlined. There was some scuttlebutt early on that you could always identify any new interstellar visitors because their hair was wet, as if from liquid inside a pod. This is false. All caps. If they do arrive in this manner, we have no data to support it, and at any rate, even if they emerge in some sort of slime, plenty of documented cases involve aliens with bone-dry, fluffy hair. They must know how to quickly nullify the effects.
It makes sense. They have faster-than-light travel. They probably have shampoo and blow dryers, too.
Should we go through the false signs?
Sounds good.
Here are some so-called clues that don't actually point to someone being an imposter. Number 1, the smell of sulfur.
Regular people can have a sulfury whiff to them. Sulfur is one of those minerals that shows up in your shower water.
What's more, the main story pushing the bit about sulfur came from the Hall Foster account. And I hope we can all agree at this point that Timothy Hall Foster did not in fact encounter anything extraterrestrial.
Shame on you, Timbo.
Shame.
Lying about fighting space aliens for online clout.
Reprehensible.
And lying so badly, too. Some of those claims.
Bush League.
If you're going to describe bloodying one, make sure you know what color their blood is first.
Preschool shit.
On the bright side, at least he was exposed quickly.
Silver lining.
Seriously.
A few more false signs. Remember, if someone can't account for a substantial chunk of time, first check to make sure their blank space doesn't line up with the full moon. You could just be dealing with a garden variety werewolf.
Just, okay, yeah.
You know what I mean.
No, 100%. Not the issue.
The imposters have been documented being able to eat human food, drink human beverages, drive human cars.
Which is wild. Imagine them out there in their spaceships diligently taking driver's ed. Watching those dorky videos. Can you list what Susan did wrong? Susan's feeble human eyes failed to check her blind spots.
Malik.
Sorry, having a real laugh or scream moment. Continue.
They have been observed talking using contractions, laughing, smiling, running with their knees bent in the same direction as us, and operating basically any human technology. Pets and other animals do not seem to react differently to them.
Ooh, can I do a misconception?
If you have one, sure.
Broken English or anything that's not the grammar your language arts teacher insisted on, not a sign you're dealing with an ET. Come on.
We shouldn't need to say this, but looking at the false reports and the patterns they show...
Yeah, we absolutely do.
Both because we can prove that plenty of ETs can talk like goddamn lawyers, and a few are probably even pretending to be lawyers, but also...
Some people speak different from you. I swear, relying on Nextdoor to warn you who's not from Earth, you're just making life harder for people who need that the least. This isn't supposed to be a witch hunt. It's an alien hunt, and that should be different.
Exactly.
And also, you don't know what's unusual for a stranger. The space aliens you're most likely to detect are the ones impersonating people you actually know. Like, sure, keep an eye out in general, but also remember, your coworkers, your friends, your partners, they're the imposters you can probably catch.
Family members.
Yeah.
I think I need a minute.
Sure. Commercial break?
Commercial break.
How you doing?
Yeah, I'm ready.
So, we're back.
We're back!
With more tips about spotting someone's space alien replacement. Or, so far, it's mostly been ways you can't spot them.
Which is also crucial.
And don't forget, people are getting ostracized, losing their jobs, being evicted, all because of so-called intuition.
Yes.
There are no legal protections for people suspected of being space invaders, and in the current climate, they're pretty unlikely to get any.
Well said.
Okay, onwards and upwards.
Okay. The most straightforward tell is that an actual imposter's blood is silver. Now, for obvious reasons, we can't go around giving everyone flesh wounds.
Oh, God, especially not now.
Blood in the water, exactly. But replaced people, especially paler people, can have a gray tinge to their skin. That's not a bulletproof clue, because other conditions can cause that, but it is something to watch out for.
What about that rumor that they don't have a reflection?
It's complicated.
Do they or don't they?
They mostly reflect.
Define mostly?
As far as we know, everything shows up correctly except their eyes.
So in the mirror, their eyes are...
Blank. White.
Oh, okay. Not a fan of that.
No, it's pretty spooky. So It's hard to do this with any degree of stealth, but if the person you've been talking to already knows you're checking them, the easiest way to test is to carry a small mirror and get a look at their face.
So if you're outside on a city street, you could walk them by a window.
Ooh, that's clever, yeah. And when it comes to handheld mirrors, you'll want to use your own because anything they produce could be like alien technology that fills in their eyes for them.
Note to self, buy a compact. Although they're probably sold out, aren't they?
They are at big box stores near us, but you might be able to find one used.
Yeah, it's probably worth putting up with thrift store funk in this case.
Ooh, Thrift store funk is...
No.
Thrift store funk Thrift store funk is the name of my next album.
The reflection thing is useful, though.
It doesn't help you until they're pretty close, but it is something.
Got anything else on that level?
The problem is, whoever these imposters are, they did their homework. It's hard to catch them in an obvious lie. Even if you know the person they're copying pretty well, they'll definitely know all the basics.
Yeah.
They've been fitting in well at workplaces. They put in their research there. And when it comes to personal life stuff, they have the broad strokes. You won't catch them forgetting who their best friend is, for instance.
Of course.
You okay?
Pause. Can we come up with a new word beyond, like, okay?
Yeah.
Something that says, like, I'm not in a crisis right now. Nothing's biting me or stealing my life or exploding, but I am, in fact, very much not okay. And come to think of it, I don't know if I've been okay for a while.
We can totally do that, sure.
Any thoughts?
Baseline?
Baseline. Yeah. I'll take it. Baseline.
Are you?
Absolutely baseline.
Got it. Okay. Keep going.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, Dad says it is possible to trip up a space imposter, but safety first. You should always make sure that if you're confronting someone you suspect, do it in public. You want enough witnesses that they can't react violently, but not so thick of a crowd that they can disappear into it.
So like a restaurant or a coffee house that's medium busy.
Yeah. And better not to pick a bar, both because drinkers might be able to shrug it off as some kind of bar fight, and also because if you're wrong and you're in fact dealing with a human, exposing them quotey fingers in a place where alcohol is being served, that could be dangerous.
Wow. What kind of bars does your dad go to?
He's obviously not a big drinker. I don't know whether or not to take that with a grain of salt, but I still think slowing down your reaction time when you're in this kind of scenario.
Yeah, probably better just to be a little caffeinated.
Yes. So what you'll want to do once you have a safe setting with sober witnesses is ask questions about things that happened more than 3 years ago. And not world events. You should draw on a story that is SUM. S-U-M.
Is this an acronym?
My dad loves acronyms. SUM stands for specific, unrecorded, and memorable. Specific. You need to come up with an incident where you can remember enough details that you have a way of catching the impersonator out. Unrecorded. It absolutely cannot be something on the internet or an event that was covered by broadcast news. Nothing they would have been able to find with research. And finally, memorable. You need something you're sure that the real person would also be able to recall.
I feel like old inside jokes are an obvious starting place.
Oh, absolutely. If you have an inside joke that happened more than 3 years ago, those are now your passwords with that person. But Dad has a caution here, which is you should treat these passwords just like your internet passwords. Don't tell them to other people, and especially don't divulge them over the phone or online.
So we've got to stop explaining our inside jokes to people? That's actually good advice.
Yeah, I mean, true. And if someone has started pumping you for personal anecdotes from more than a couple of years ago.
Yikes, yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't mean for sure that you're like talking to a space aliens. People still ask questions. People are still curious. But you should always remember the ETs are absolutely talking to each other. We don't know who they are, but all signs suggest that they either detect each other on sight or they have some way of staying informed about who has taken whose place on Earth. If your password is compromised with one of them, assume it is compromised with all of them.
This puts pretty high stakes on having, like, an above-average memory, especially under real stress.
Oh, for sure.
Like, what do we do for people that have a hard time remembering stuff?
Oh, no, like dementia patients.
Sure, or people with ADHD or trauma that hurts the memory, or I think autism can affect it. Like, there are a ton of pretty common reasons a person can struggle with this.
Yeah, that is a really good point. It's depression, too.
But Jamie, who could be depressed with all this going on?
Dad doesn't have anything on this issue, but my guess is we need to take it on a case-by-case basis. So if you're trying to double check a person who you know struggles to remember things, pick your password more carefully. Maybe if it's someone with ADHD or autism and they have special interests, you could ask them in person so they can't look anything up. Like a question about something they'd know, but a topic so granular that the alien wouldn't think to memorize it beforehand.
I do kind of love the idea that you could be saved by your hyperfixations.
Whatever works.
I was going to make a joke about some stuff you could catch a faux Malik on, but this might technically count as a broadcast.
To our 9 fans?
Oh, we're up to 14, thank you. I got a few friends to listen.
Riley are still isn't in a podcast, are they?
No. Why?
You said friends, so I was just... I know that you know a lot of people. It's been maybe 7 months since we met, and I can barely keep all of them straight, so... Oh, shit. 7 months.
And oh, what a 7 months it's... What?
The space aliens? What if they've been watching the planet since before we met? They could have seen us tell each other anything, make any joke.
So we just don't have passwords for each other?
I don't think we do.
We just have to trust that we know who we're really talking to?
Trust with caution, yeah.
So we'll never be able to talk about, childhood stuff?
Well, nothing you want to use as a password. We'll need to always save a few that are specific, unrecorded, and memorable. Things you've never told anyone should be fine.
Right, I don't have to check myself. If I see another me, the jig is up.
Speaking of which, one surefire sign you're talking to a fake, and that's if they claim to have been abducted and replaced only to return. So, we know there are cases of multiple copies made of the same person, but absolutely no human has ever been documented coming back from being disappeared by these creatures.
What about in Portland?
You mean Seattle?
Oh, Seattle, yeah.
That was a hoax.
Why do people lie about this shit?
We can't say for certain, but every sign points to the theory that everyone with an imposter of themselves walking around has been killed.
Shit.
Yeah.
No, I mean shit. Remember Blake?
That asshole.
Jamie?
The world may be ending. Assholes didn't suddenly stop being assholes.
My point is, Blake and I, we didn't end on great terms. Audience, we had a bad case of, let's say, irreconcilable differences.
Right, like how you're not a human sphincter.
But we were passing each other in the hallway yesterday, and I kind of expected the usual, the little head turn, eye averted act. I'll pretend to not see you if you pretend to not see me. Classic Blake post-breakup stuff.
In keeping with him being an asshole, yes.
But there was nothing. Not the nothing of I'm trying not to see you. It was I don't even register you enough to realize that I should try not to see you.
Oh. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure. I didn't know to clock the reflection of the eyes, and I know this shouldn't be my main reaction.
I don't think there's a Miss Manners. For help, my ex has been replaced by space alien lookalike.
They do research to fit in, right? And not just, this is what clothes are, this is how a Ventra card works, this is how people make small talk. I mean, we think they've been watching us for at least 3 years. And we dated off and on for a year, and after all that time, I don't know. All the highs and the lows and the late night fights and that time I was sad and Blake brought over a bag of caramel and cheese popcorn almost as tall as I was. After all that, I'm not even a picture in the file or whatever. And now I know Blake, the real Blake, the human Blake, is dead. And my wounded little ego, in the face of all of that, how sick am I to even care?
I think right now you're allowed to react however you react.
Allowed is one thing, but it doesn't make me a great person.
No, look. Okay, so my dad has done a ton of independent research on the neuroscience of emotions. And to the extent that we can even understand it, feelings are these chemicals our brains create. They're a lot more random than we like to admit. They can get completely out of whack by the turning of the seasons. If your brain brews up some combination of neurotransmitters that hurts to experience for whatever reason, that says nothing about you as a person. Feelings themselves are value neutral. Input, output. Like white blood cells.
Yeah, well, call me when you...
Do you want to know why my dad got so into neurochemicals?
Do I?
The year I graduated from college, I had a bad depressive episode. Not showering depression. I missed the same work deadlines over and over for a full month. I could feel myself sliding closer to getting fired long before it happened. And that boss, he liked me. I had this acorn squash sitting on my microwave, and every day I told myself I would cut it up and bake it, but I couldn't find the energy. Eventually, it started liquefying up there, and I couldn't find the energy to clean it. I lost friends. It was scary. To be clear, I wasn't scared because I couldn't feel any emotion that wasn't dull hopelessness. But people who cared about me were scared. And my dad would read these massive books and all these scientific journals, and then he'd call me every night and tell me what he learned that day about how the brain works and how it doesn't work.
Did that help?
Oh, of course not. I didn't have the serotonin to feel differently. But I thought about it later once I'd gotten a therapist and meds and things were a little better, which is when the shame set in.
Shame? It's an illness. You don't have to
That's right. You can't always control what your brain gives you.
Huh. Well played.
Thank you.
I'm sorry about your depression. That sucks.
Thanks. I'm way more prepared to deal with it all now, which, given the now, tells you something about where I was.
And I'm sorry I didn't lead with Blake being dead. Do you want to cut that part where you said...
No. Keep it. Put it on public record.
Okay, but Blake's dead and replaced. This might be like his only eulogy. Is it really fair
The one time we met, Blake was charming and funny and extremely informed about all the goings-on in Chicago in a way that made you feel like you were on the inside of something.
Yeah.
But being dead and even replaced doesn't negate the fact that we are talking about an asshole.
I mean, I wasn't perfect either.
Blake knew you were a better poet and couldn't think of any way to deal with it other than treating you like you were stupid.
You seriously think so?
Do you remember at your birthday party, all of your friends, including me, we wanted you to read a poem about the guy who wrote that Chicago is the hog butcher of the world?
Oh, Carl Sandburg.
Yes, Carl Sandburg. Okay, so audience, Malik had this poem about reading Carl Sandburg and how you quickly realized that this guy was writing about the abstract idea of what Chicago represented because he was desperately horny for it. Malik, can we please get a sample?
Oh, of course. Chicago is a butcher and a dock worker, broad-shouldered and muscled and no doubt all oiled up. And if Chicago was wearing a shirt at the start of this poem, by now the fabric was definitely shredded under the strain of those pecs.
Beautiful. Thank you. So we're at the party, and it's pretty small because Halloween had only been a few weeks ago, and I think we were all still recovering, mostly me. And Blake's there, and you guys had just started trying to be friends again after that last breakup. And everybody's saying, yeah, Malik, we want to hear it. Come on. And I hadn't gotten to hear any of your work yet, so I was riveted. But you had barely said the first line when Blake turned to me and just started talking for the whole thing. Oh, a poem about a poem. Groundbreaking. And I thought, okay, Blake is in Malik's life, so I guess he's in my life too. But damn, I fucking hate this guy.
I wrote it while I was stuck on my real stuff. It's a very silly piece.
Well, we all wanted to hear it. Everybody except him. Look, people are complicated, relationships are complicated, but reacting to your own insecurities by making someone else feel small, it is not my job to forgive that. Maybe a better person would try, not holding a grudge, but all of us are running on limited processing power these days, so I have decided to let this one go.
You know what? I think that's fair.
See?
Yeah. You really think I'm a better writer?
Oh, no question.
Oh.
Your serious work is phenomenal. Your perspective is so cool. And so you say stuff I've never thought about before, but in this way that reaches right for someone's heart. But even your Carl Sandburg bit connected with people. I've read some of Blake's stuff, and it didn't make me feel anything at all.
It's clever, though.
Clever for clever's sake. If all your art is just proving how smart you are, why not spare everyone the trouble and, I don't know, do a fucking crossword puzzle?
Ooh, harsh. Thank you.
Don't mention it. So, to sum it up, don't trust rumors on social media, look out for silver blood, confront them in public, and pick a password detail from at least 3 years ago that is some. Malik.
Specific, unrecorded, and memorable.
That's right. Be careful out there, audience.
This is Malik.
And Jamie.
Heading out. We know things are getting weirder every day, but we hope you're baseline. And we wish you all a better tomorrow.
And even when it's ashes, there'll be part of me that wishes we could stay.
Jamie and Malik are played by Hilary Williams and Michael Turrentine.
This episode was written by Jessica Best.
Directed and edited by Jeffrey Nils Gardner.
Our show art is by Carly Fairbanks.
And our bangin' theme song is Falling in Love at the End of the World by Olivia and the Lovers.
World Gone Wrong is produced and created by Jeffrey Nils, Gardner, and Eleanor Hyde.
This is a production of Audacious Machine Creative.
The Fable and Folly Network, where fiction producers flourish.